Hey guys, welcome back to the mat with me. If you're feeling a little bit stiff, a little bit sluggish, and maybe you just want to feel a little bit more like yourself after Christmas, you're in the right place. I've got a really nice, short, gentle reset session for you just to get the blood pumping. You won't need any equipment. You can do it from home and hopefully during this Christmas break to help you breathe, move, and feel a little bit better in your body. We are not pushing today. We are not burning off anything today. We are literally just moving our bodies to feel good. So there's no expectations, no need to be perfect. We're just going to enjoy a little bit of time to ourselves during this crazy period and fill our cup up a little bit more. So thanks for clicking on the video. Let's get stuck into it. Coming up into a 4-point kneeling position, we're going to have our shoulders underneath our wrists and our knees underneath our hips. We're going to keep our gaze nice and long into the mat, and we're going to drop our belly to the mat as we inhale, sending the crown of our head and our tailbone to the roof. Exhale. As you curve through your spine into an angry cat position, pressing the floor away. Inhale to reverse that. Belly drops to the mat. Crown of the head goes to the ceiling. Exhale as you press the floor away, just warming up through the spine, getting a little bit of movement through the trunk of the body. Reversing the movement with a big inhale. And exhale again. Curving through that spine. Maybe in this position you want to wiggle from side to side slightly, just loosening up through the body if that feels good. You can come into another round of your cats and cows, or you can stay here and wiggle laterally through the side body, creating a little bit more space. Beautiful. From here, settle back into your neutral. And I want you to lift your right palm up towards the sky, letting your gaze follow it. And I want you to exhale as you thread that arm down through and underneath the left, bringing your right shoulder down to the mat. Inhale as you return. Coming back into that starting position. And exhaling as you thread down through again. Slightly touching on the mat, just resting into that. Reversing that movement. And threading back under. Shoulder kisses the mat. And last one, bring that arm up. Gaze follows. Opening up through the chest here. And exhale to calm down. Bring that palm back to the mat. We're going to repeat that on the left side. So bring the left palm up and out, letting the gaze follow. Exhale as you thread that through, bringing the right shoulder down to touch the mat. Reversing that movement, keeping the neck nice and long. And threading it under as you exhale. Reversing that. And give me one more like that. Bringing the left palm right up to the sky, stretching out through the chest, and exhaling as you thread it through. Beautiful. From here, we're going to cross our feet over, sitting back onto our heels and onto the mat. I'm going to shuffle forward and we're going to come down to lay on the mat. So grabbing onto those shins, scoop through the abs as you create a C in that spine, lowering down, middle, and then upper back to the mat slowly. Resting your head heavy onto the mat, we're going to bring your palms onto your hip bones, creating a bit of a triangle down towards your pubic bone. From here, I want you to inhale as you tilt your pelvis forward into an anterior pelvic tilt, and exhale as you press your lower back into the mat, coming into a posterior pelvic tilt. Here, we're just getting a little bit of movement through the pelvis. And you'll notice as you exhale, you're turning on those inner core muscles. So we're just warming up ever so slightly, bringing a bit of movement into the pelvis, activating through those core muscles. Nice and gentle and slow through this. And give me one more like that. And exhale. And then come back into a neutral position. So that's when your triangle essentially is laying flat on your pelvis. From here, bring one knee to your chest, Bring the other knee to your chest. We're just going to slowly rotate out and around into some hip circles. Really warming up through those hip joints. You might even find that this move here helps a little bit with digestion. Folding in the knees to the chest does create a little bit of pressure onto the lower abdominals, the intestines. It's almost like an intestine massage. That, and when we come into a child's pose, are both really good movements for digestion. 2 more like that. And last one. Beautiful. Drop those knees down to the mat. About hip distance apart. We're going to extend our arms out, palms facing each other. We're going to press our belly button to our spine and perhaps our lower back into the mat. We're going to lift one leg up, the second leg up into tabletop. And from here, we're just going to come into a series of dead bugs. So really slowly, I want you to extend one leg out with an exhale and bring it back in. The opposite. Alternate. And in. Exhale. We're moving slowly through this. Just ever so slightly firing up that core, building a little bit of heat in the body, extending out nice and long through the toes. Now on the next one, I want you to incorporate the arms. So extend the opposite arm back and bring it back to center. Extending nice and long through the fingers and the toes, bringing it back. Exhale and in, and exhale and back in. Keep going for 3. Last 2. Keeping everything else stable in the body. Last 1. And back to center. Drop those feet to the mat. Bring those palms behind your ears. From here, check back in with your alignment. Make sure that you're pressing your belly button to your spine to activate the core. Pressing your lower back into the mat. Take a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to peel your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Lowering back down as you inhale. And exhale as you come up into our supine curl. We're really working through our core here. So we're not pulling on our head with our hands. Instead, we're pressing our belly button to our spine, drawing our ribs to our hips as we come up and lower back down. Gaze nice and long through the thighs. Press those heels into the mat for me. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you come up. Very nice. Keep going like that for me. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you lower. 2 more like this. Nice. Inhale. Exhale as you come up. Last one. And down. From here, I want you to shoot those arms out behind you. I want you to spread those palms, and what we're going to do, I'm just going to press this back a little bit, create a bit of space. From here, what I want you to do is on the next exhale, we're going to come up into our crunch and we're going to create a wave motion as if we're pressing the air down to the floor with our hands. Inhale for me, pressing your belly button to your spine, lower back into the mat. You're going to exhale as you come up with those palms, pressing down onto the floor. Adding another layer to our curl. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you come up. Really thinking about bringing that head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, using the core muscles to bring you up, drawing those ribs down towards your hip bones. Very nice. We're just building a little bit of heat in the body. Beautiful. Give me 4 more like that. And down. Pressing that belly button to the spine. Keeping the head and neck nice and long. Last 2. Last 1. Coming up, all the way up. Exhale. And drop back down to the mat. Nice. Now I want you to straighten out those legs. So we're going to incorporate what we were just doing with our curl up. And we're going to come all the way up to sitting. So take a big deep breath in for me. Tuck that pelvis under ever so slightly. Flex your feet as if you're standing on the wall. And I want you to exhale as you bring yourself up off the mat. Beautiful. Now that we're up to sitting, I want you to bend those knees. We're just going to ease some tension in the body by rolling like a ball. So I'm going to get you to bring your feet together in front of you, grabbing onto the shins. From here, come up onto your toes. We're going to curve through our abdominals, so scooping the belly button to your spine, creating a bit of a C shape here. In this position, we're going to roll back onto our shoulders and coming up to hover. So press the belly button to your spine to really activate the core, rolling back slowly, and then coming up to hold. As you roll back, I want you to focus on coming to the top of your shoulders, never the neck. Give me 2 more like this. Chest nice and proud at the top. If you need to drop your feet, it's absolutely fine. Last one. Beautiful. Lower those toes down to the mat. From here, cross those ankles over, palms on the mat in front of you, coming out into our 4-point kneeling position. Wrists under shoulders, knees underneath our hips, gaze nice and long on the mat. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, I want you to slide that right foot along the mat and bring it back in. So we're keeping everything else in the body stable. Keeping that gaze nice and long on the mat. From this position, we're imagining we have a torchlight on either hip bone, and we want to keep those torchlights trained down onto the mat, so we're keeping our hips nice and stable as we just slowly send that foot backwards with a gentle activation through that glute. So we're not squeezing super hard, we're just getting a little bit of movement through the body. 2 more like that. Last one. Beautiful. Bringing that foot back to the starting position. We're going to move the left foot back now. So a gentle squeeze in that glute. Letting that foot hang heavy into the floor as you slide it back. Rolling those shoulders away from your ears. Keeping your head and neck nice and long. Just starting to create a little bit of heat in the body. Beautiful. Press the floor away with the palms. We're not sinking down into the mat, which just happens naturally. Last 2 for me. And last one. Really pressing that belly button to the spine. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do a bit of a combination movement. So to begin, we're going to start in a tricep push-up. We're going to send our elbows back to our knees. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you press the floor away. Inhale as you lower. Exhale to push the floor away. I want you to think of bringing that chest down to the mat instead of folding back into your hips. So inhale to lower. Exhale to push the floor away. On the next one, I want you to extend your left leg out, pointing that toe as you lower. Exhale and bringing that knee back in. So inhale as you lower. Exhale as you push the floor away and bring that knee back in. Inhale. Head and neck nice and long. Exhale, back up. And if you want, you can add another layer to that. Inhale and lower down. Exhale, press the floor away. Bring that knee into a little crunch. Keep going like this for 4 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press the floor away. If you're crunching with me, crunch that knee. Extending the toe nice and long as you lower down to the mat. Pressing the floor away. Bringing that knee in. 2 more like this. Really letting the breath help you here. We're just creating a little bit of heat in the body. And last one. Beautiful. We're going to go repeat that on the right side. So if that was too much for you at all, drop the leg, drop the crunch, and just focus on the tricep lower. Again, starting out in our tricep lower, elbows down, chest comes towards the mat. Exhale as you push away. Inhale to lower. Exhale to push away. Keeping our head and neck nice and long. Exhale to push away. On the next one, we're going to incorporate the legs. So pointing to the right toe, lowering down, exhaling, coming back up. Extending that toe out nice and long, chest down to the mat, and coming up. Head and neck nice and long, gaze stays trained on the mat, down and up. On the next one, we're going to incorporate that crunch if you did it in the first set. Beautiful. Inhale as you lower, chest down to the mat. Exhale as you come up into that crunch. 2 more like that for me. Really making sure you're not falling into that left side. Last one for me. Head and neck nice and long. Lower down to the mat. Pressing the toe into the wall behind you. Exhale. And down. Very nice, guys. That was a nice one to move a couple of the extremities, challenge a bit of your coordination, and bring a little bit of heat to the session. Now, I want you to sit back onto your heels, maybe spread those knees out a little bit more, pressing into that child's pose. We're now just going to cool down through the body and get a little bit of mobility. So take a big deep breath in here for me. And exhale out. Another big deep breath in for me. And exhale out. Beautiful. From here, I want you to roll up through the spine and come out into an upward dog. So pressing the toes out to either side of the mat, pressing the floor away with your palms, just getting a bit of a stretch. Maybe you'll feel this in the hips a little bit. We're going to be opening up through the chest. Take a big deep breath in for me. And exhale. One more like this. And exhale. Tucking those toes back in, coming back into our child's pose. We're just going to keep it a little bit more dynamic for the next 2. So we're going to roll back out into our upward dog, pressing the floor away, and then uncurling back to sit onto those heels into child's pose. 2 more like that. Out and back in. And last one for me. Out, pressing the floor away, big deep breath in, and exhale, and tucking those toes, coming back to sit onto the heels. Beautiful job, guys. From here, I'm going to get you to come and sit on the mat with your legs out straight in front of you. What I want you to do is bring those arms up above your head, and we're just going to bring our palms down towards the mat, either on our shins or on our ankles, maybe even grabbing our toes and just stretching out through the back of the body. So take a big deep breath in for me. Keeping your head and neck nice and long as you bring your chest towards your thighs. Big deep breath in and exhale. Maybe your palms are even down on the mat. Feeling that stretch through the back of the body. Really nice. One more breath for me in and exhale. Beautiful. I want you to bring that right foot just to the outside of your left knee. From here, bring that right palm onto the mat behind you. Bring that left elbow to rest on the outside of the right knee and just press away into that leg to rotate through the middle and the upper back here. Taking a big deep breath as you let your gaze follow through your shoulder. Just bring a bit of rotation into the spine. Beautiful. And then untuck. Do the same on the other side. So left foot comes to the right knee, right elbow goes to the outside of the left knee, rotating through as you exhale, letting your gaze follow towards your left shoulder. Beautiful. Nice. Come back into a sitting position for me. Take a couple of big deep breaths for me. Really hope that this session was able to just re-energize you, refresh you a little bit, and give back to your body. Maybe now is a nice moment to just reflect a little bit, either on the last couple of days or maybe even a little bit more of a yearly reflection. Think of 3 things that you're proud of yourself for, and really just sit here and take a moment to appreciate everything you've achieved this year, because no matter if it's big or small, there's definitely wins amongst it, and the fact that you're on the mat with me today is one of them that I'm really proud of you for. So thank you for joining me, and have a lovely rest of the day. Thanks, guys. Bye.